And New York has possession. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
And that's how you like to start the game. Boom, straight to the bucket for the easy deuce.
Pass to Wiseman. Here's Havlicek. Over Green. Havlicek's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's the floater. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Nashville shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
To the middle. Here's Holiday. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Pass to Bull. Lets it fly from 18. Hauled in by Brown. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up to New York.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. And that one's good. Wiseman.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Gilgeous-Alexander, no good. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Oh, my goodness, a little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Right side Brown. Pass to Holiday. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Green. Shot clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. From deep, Johnson connects from downtown.
Joe Johnson showing off that sweet touch from deep. Wow, what a dangerous three-point threat.
Pass to Green. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Green. Over Johnson. And that one's long. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And the shot goes. Johnson's got 5 now.
We know Joe Johnson is a dynamite scorer from the mid-range. You better stay attached to him in that area.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Brown. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And there's a pick. To the inside. And stolen by Bol. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Nashville. They're up by 5. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what we've seen in Nashville, what do you guys think?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Nashville leading by 5. To the right side. Pass to Johnson. Launches a 3. And Burke pulls it down. And here's New York now. To the paint. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Outside Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Doris, no doubt about it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Pass to Burke. It's stolen by Johnson. Out left to the wing. Now here's Lillard. Here's Johnson. Green covering. Tries again. And it's New York with a rebound. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Timeout called. Nashville. Minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Carter from outside. Hardaway grabs the board. New York trails by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Here's Mitchell. And a nice finish on the layup. Mitchell's gotten his second bucket.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Outside for Green. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Brown with some nice D. Pass to Hardaway. Three-pointer, no good. Nashville leading by 5. Outside Mitchell. He shoots. That's tipped. Here's Terry. The three ball. Rebounded by Green.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Back to Hardaway. Pass to Burke. Jacks up a three. Sinks it from distance. Burke's got 5 now.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Screen by Wiseman. Here's Terry. Left side Carter. From behind the arc. And Burke pulls it down. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New York. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander punches it home.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
Mitchell laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Nashville up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Pass to Wiseman. And here's Bowl. He's scoreless. Hardaway on the wing. Back to Brown. Kicks it out to Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Down low. And the jam by Brown.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Mitchell. Here's Terry. Outside Bull. Hardaway grabs the board. Left side, Brown. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shai showing no fear inside.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell. He's got springs in those legs.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Timeout called, Nashville. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
New York making a switch here. Outside Maxey. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
There's the strength training coming into play for Maxey.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, BA. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Shoots. Smart grabs a miss.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Inside. Blocked! Pass to Maxey. From deep. The shot won't fall. And New York has possession. They trail by 1. Wade. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And here's Robinson. New York again can't hit.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
From New York, number 2, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. And it's New York with a rebound. Pass to Wade. Smart outside. Bradley sets a screen. Smart outside. Here's Wade. Kicks it out to Smart. 2 on the clock. New York again can't hit. Maxey with it. The 3. Nashville no good that time either.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bradley. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Bull. Misses off the left iron.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Shea with a step. Here's Bradley. No good. Would have counted had it gone. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's Nashville leading by a point. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Smart. Pass to Bradley. Back to Smart. Hey, rise up, Marcus Smart.
Boy, how aggressive is Marcus Smart? The ability to explode off and get the dunk home.
The kick out to Johnson. Green with the ball. And the shot goes down. Green's got his first basket. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
Yeah, that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Pass to Bradley. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, what can you say about Marcus Smart, right? A willing, capable passer off the pick and roll environment. That is really beautifully done.
Outside Johnson. Here's Green. The layup misses. And here's New York now. It's a 1-point game. Right side Robinson. The 3 is up. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Timeout called. Nashville. Now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that break, I was able to catch the message Nashville's coach was giving to his team. He seems pretty disappointed with the 3-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more 3s out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Wiseman. Oh, and Bradley with a block. On the wing, Wade. Back to Holiday. To the paint. Here's Bradley. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now it's a 6-point New York lead. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Nashville. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Wade.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And they're putting together another quality possession, taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Tim Hardaway's doing. Allie?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for New York provided some information. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. They are going to keep him on the sidelines tonight, and it may be a few more games until he's ready to get back on the court. Guys?
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Hoping to see him back on the court soon, guys.
They really hope to have him back, but it's so crucial that he's healthy when he returns.
Back to Wade. Takes a three. Fires in the triple. And New York leads by 11.
Marcus Smart dishing it well in that instance. We know he is a special defensive player, but how about that pass?
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Pass to Wade. Back to Smart. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Nashville.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Wade. Wiseman with a steal. Here's Terry. No good with the triple.
Nashville foul. Donovan Mitchell. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Marcus Smart is one of those guys you want in the trenches. He brings great effort on the defensive end every night, and he's a willing shooter at the most critical moments.
Nashville foul call. Malik Ball. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first. And that'll push the lead to double digits.
You know, one thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true two-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor. Would have been nice to drain them all, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
Clock at 2. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Fires from way outside. Can't connect. So New York wins it. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. Here we go. So New York wins the tip. To the inside. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
The three from Harden. Buries it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player. I am the system."
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Burke. Buried from 15 feet out.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And Sabonis drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Green. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. New York moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that three-level scoring ability, that time working the mid-range.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And so just over a minute and a half played.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Holiday has it in the corner. That three off the mark. Harden outside.
Minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Collins. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
Here's Brown. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Lillard. Collins, good.
Oh, give credit to Lillard there. Outstanding work of recognizing the defense overcommitted.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
Count the basket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And 1:01 left in the first quarter.
SGA, an outstanding defender, that time sends it back.
Here's Collins. It's rebounded by New York. At the elbow, it's Brown. .43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. New York, no good that time either. Outside Collison. From past the arc. Burke grabs the miss. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New York. Pass to Brown. The kick out to Holiday. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rodman with the block. At the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
The visiting team, 10.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Collison, no good. Here's New York. To the middle. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Collison, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so here's Memphis. Following the score by New York. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Coming into the floor for the away team, number 1, James Harden.
It's deflected. Some nice passing there by Memphis. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. They grabbed their own miss. No good with the layup. New York leading by 4. Down low. Pass to Green. Back to Brown. And the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Memphis trails by 6. Brogdon looking around. On the wing, Rodman. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him. Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Brogdon with it. And it's blocked by Brown. Pass to Burke. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Holiday. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Holiday's got 5 now.
Gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
From deep, Harden. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And then Brown with the dunk.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
New York with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But, you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
The kick out to Brown. Back to Green. To the paint. Brown outside. Here's Burke. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Brown. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. In this game, we'll see New York against Atlanta. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And so off the tip, it's New York. Outside Holiday. Back to Brown. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Holiday. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Nowitzki. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Buries the long-range jumper.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Now Thompson following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Back to Thompson. It's Nowitzki on the wing. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Nowitzki knows how to draw fouls. No stranger to that. Excels at making the defense banging while he's going up.
And so Nowitzki nails both of them.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Green left side. 6 to shoot. Here's Burke. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
Inside, Nowitzki. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes Comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked by Brown.
With Brown's reach now, it's tough to get a shot off around him.
Now, here's Burke. Back to Green. Out of hand on it. Over Nance. Second chance shot. Green, no luck. 1:46 left to play in the first. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul. Number 2 for him. Atlanta making a switch here.
Substitution for the away team. Number 5.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Ewing. .111 left in the first quarter. Nowitzki a screen. For the 3. Burke grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
All right, fans, the loudest section in here right now gets free T-shirts.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Atlanta leading by 5. The 3. Spencer's shot is off. Brown with it. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
The ball goes to the away team.
And here's Atlanta. Here's Nowitzki. And he drives in. And Nowitzki slams it in.
Nice initiative from Dirk there. When he sees a lane to the basket, he takes advantage of it.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Spencer. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Away team ball.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. This one for three. The three-pointer is right on target. Spencer's got 5 now.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's the triple. Another three for Atlanta.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Wise read from Nowitzki there, recognizing the overcommitment of the defense and making the defense pay as a result.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Home team ball.
New York trails by 17. Shot to stop the run. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Pass to Ewing. And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Benton. Shakes him to the middle. Here's Collins. The shot misses. Holiday with the defensive effort. Outside, Green. To the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with the layup.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Green with the block. On the wing, Holiday. A 3-ball. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
This isn't a shot Holiday will pass up. He's a reliable three-point shooter.